Throwing to start the drive. Gordon. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 33 yards that time.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get nothing out of that one. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Gordon. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Wizards go up by 2 touchdowns. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now Rodgers. And Thomas has it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Rodgers going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now it's Rodgers. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. One more go for this offense in the first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So we are at halftime. Well, everyone. two-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And that is caught. It's Winslow. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. On the ground, it's Thomas. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the gun on 3rd down, Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Up the middle they go. Chaney, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. taken from just outside the 30. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again.
And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Rodgers to throw once more. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 1 yard is the gain, and it's good enough for a first down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. On second down, Chaney. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to cut from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Rodgers to throw on second down. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. And again, it's Rodgers. Shakes up, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. This is caught. It's Hardy.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
On first down, Rodgers.
He goes once again right back to Hardy.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for the home team here, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week.
Meanwhile, for Tokyo,
they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.